I'm not gonna say anything.
Whatever. Hey guys.
Hey guys, long time no see. Ghost, what are we gonna do?
Well, we're going to be talking about bases and base design and what goes into building a good base.
We're going to break these videos into several parts, and part one that we're doing today is designing short and long islands. Okay? And for the sake of nomenclature, which means a system of numbering or naming things, picture this. You have your center base, which is, you know...
The city.
Yeah, the city. You have your builder huts, the storage huts, you have your incubator, you have your research center, things like that. That's the center island. From the center, that's 0. The center is 0, and islands in chunks get numbered 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
The base is shaped like this. Full circle with the base because I have like 10 rules here, maybe 11. I don't know, 10 sounds better. I might merge 2 of them into one. But the 4 fast rules, and I'm going to repeat them at the end of this video because we're going to be doing other videos on fortification afterwards. But this one is keep them short, or shorter at the very least. Don't extend beyond the outer short island, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, rule 2. These are the general rules. Put strength first. Okay, so your higher level structures should be on the outside. Rule number 3: diversify. Like diversify your portfolio. Well, one guy said it's not a good way to grow rich quick. It's a good way to grow poor slow. But anyway, that aside, diversify. And rule 4 is have your structures back each other up. Okay, and now we're going to get into the specifics of this. By keeping your bases shorter, now I'm going to give the list of 10 rules. Is by keeping your bases shorter, you are giving the attacking dragons less time to build up rage.
Yes.
Okay? And that is a very, very important factor, especially as the game progresses and people become more technically astute.
Gosh.
Putting your strongest structures first. Yes. I mean, you want to say something?
When you're putting your strength first, you also want to make sure that you don't have anything building on your front island. If you're going to build something...
Yes, put it on the outside because it's going to be invisible to the other players.
And
yes,
it won't help defend you. So you don't want that to be on your first island that they're attacking because you're basically giving them a tower.
And also, do not make the mistake, and I just thought, of building an outer perch, because I see people do it all the time. They build an outer perch with a dragon, and there are no other structures there. Now, some people use that rationale that it takes longer to raid their base. If that's the kind of a base you want to design, okay, personally, that's not really what I'm after. That gives them a hell of a long time to build up rage.
Yes.
So keep them shorter, okay? Put the strongest structures first, and if you're building a structure, put it on the outside of your battle perimeter. Okay. Rule number 3. Well, that one was keep bases shorter, put strongest structures first. Rule number 3, keep leveling huts.
Yes.
Level your huts, and I can't say it again, level your huts. It doesn't matter whether it's lumber or food.
Yeah.
Okay? But one of the benefits to leveling huts is, first of all, leveling huts is cheap.
Yes.
It really doesn't take very long. Even very high level ones are like 18, 20 hours.
Yes.
And it's a good way sometimes to score points in a fortification frenzy, even if you're low on speed ups. 2, stronger huts are more difficult to take down. But that's if you have the proper runes and glyphs that give them the super shot heal.
And you did the research.
Yes, and you have to do the research. But again, that's for another video. You're getting a little bit ahead. This is all relevant stuff. But if you have another thing that I suggested as a subcategory of this rule is keep them bunched. A very effective technique is actually to bunch your huts in sets of 4 on the 3rd island, which is the first short island. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've seen a lot of people do it, and when they're very high level huts with the super shot heal, especially with a tower over them, man, it's fucking hard to take them down. You know, if you've also got a nasty dragon spitting on you from the perch, that won't be necessarily the decisive factor, but he will add insult to injury. So, if you're curious why your huts aren't healing, they don't have the runes or glyphs to do it. I was wondering for a while, how come somebody else's are doing it and not mine? So you bunch the huts together, okay? That's not the only way to do it. On my 3rd island, I've got a lot of firepower. I placed my huts on the 2nd island, and I'm building an arsenal in the back. That's another way to place them. Now, a third possibility to place your huts, and this is iffy, is if you have additional super shots heals, okay?
Glyphs
and runes, as you can distribute them throughout your islands and have them try to heal other structures. That's an iffy proposition. I've seen that done, but for most of the time, I don't see that happening. The downside to this, first of all, those huts won't always heal. They can heal, but also 4 powerful huts in combination.
It's the deadly.
Yeah, it's really fucking hard. You need rule number 4. Okay, that means that once you strengthen your outer perimeter, that's basically 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, from island 6 on downward, try to start building firepower on island 1 if you decided to put your huts in the front. That's where I put mine. Because if they're trying to take down the huts, there will be firepower coming at them from the back. Because a good base is deadly at every fucking point. At the very least, on the last, first island 1 and 2, it's annoying and deadly.
Yes.
But a good base is deadly, and on island 1 and 2, it's annoying and deadly. Because whilst they're trying to get at the huts, they're being hit from the back. Rule number 5. Ballistas are garbage. Ballistas are garbage. They're supposed to poison dragons.
Supposed to.
And they do in the beginning.
No, they don't.
Well, now they don't anymore. They used to. I remember dragons, when I was like level 30, 40, 50, they would poison my dragons.
And my mini, I built 1 ballista to see, because they were supposed to supposedly rebalance the ballistas, and I wanted to give them a shot. It was worse.
Way to go, PG. Yeah, guys, so as I said, ballistas are garbage. Do not invest in ballistas. Okay?
And I got it up to a level 15 before I gave up on it.
Yeah, well. Anyway, rule number 6. Elemental totems don't do much good. Would I go so far as to call them garbage?
No.
I wouldn't say that they're as bad as ballistas in terms of not doing what they're supposed to, but I decided against investing in them. I mean, I remember I built a couple, and I didn't. This is a long time ago. Well, somebody might say they haven't been around that long. They've been around long enough, but they weren't doing me much good. So ballistas are outright garbage, and elemental totems are questionable. I wouldn't invest in them.
And I know there are some that say use them in fortification frenzies to build points, because you switch between wood and elemental. But with the advent of flat cannons, both the dark matter and the fire and the all requiring elemental embers, I don't think that it's wise to be wasting those on the totem.
No, yeah, that's actually a very good point. Now, guys, totems, you can do much better things. Okay.
Dragon perches.
Okay, that brings us to rule number 7. Put elemental dragons on perches. If you're higher level players, 3 really good dragons for that are the Mythic Sapphires: Mihatan, Hauhesit, and Apophet.
And the reason they're so...
That's provided you're not using them out in the field. Yeah.
The reason they're so good is Mythics, they actually offer not only the standard, but they have 4 different things. So they give you an elemental resist. They usually give you either a health boost or target boost. They give you damage. So they give you 4. Now, for you lower players...
Yeah, because some people are going to say, well, I don't have Mihatan, Apophet, and Hauhesit. You're not missing much. Anyway, sorry. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. But anyway, you can actually have lower level dragons or entry level dragons. And one of them is a very good dragon. And we have a video, Ghost made a superb video. It never got its due credit on breeding Amarok. Excellent breeding for Amarok. You should see that video. For how many gold pieces? I mean, how many eggs did you get him?
It was so little.
It was little. It was a fraction of what it's supposed to do. And that video got some views, but it's like, yo, for the entry-level players, you're cheating yourself. Amarok is a great dragon. But more importantly, you can put him on a perch. And Amarok has fire, right?
So, the big ones for lower level players are Amarok and Karna.
Karna, yeah.
We found a use for her. She's going to be good.
Karna is a shitty hunter, guys. Karna is legendary in name only. I'm very serious. Karna is legendary in name only, and she has fire, right? And something else attack.
She does.
I wrote.
So,
it's a lot of writing on one sheet.
The Amarok and Karna offer two things. They offer good hit damage. One's ice, one's fire. Karna, I think, is fire. Amarok
Amarok is ice. I was saying, yeah.
And then Amarok gives your buildings more health HP, and your Karna gives extra super shots. So if you have that first sea perch on Island 3 built up, either of those dragons can go on there, and they'll be really great for your defense, and it can maybe help level up Karna. Oh, it's gonna knock over the camera.
I hope the cat isn't gonna knock over the camera. Velvet? Velvet?
Just wanted to knock over the camera, not like pay attention to it.
Yeah. He just wanted us to pay attention to him.
Yeah.
Anyway, rule number 8. Keep your base mixed. Okay. In other words, don't congregate storm towers. Don't congregate cannons and things like that, because if somebody uses elemental mayhem,
especially at the lower level.
Yeah, at the lower level. At the higher level, it doesn't really make much difference. I haven't noticed that it made difference.
So have a mix of islands. So with the big combo, I think, and I think you agree with me.
Well, I was going to get to this. Well, yeah, okay. Ghost was saying that the fire and ice cannon, along with a storm tower, along with a turret. I mean, a flak cannon. That's a deadly combination. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here. Just very quickly, try to mix up your structure. This is what I said in the original 4 general rules. Mix it up. Otherwise, if you're a lower level player, you'll fall victim to, elemental mayhem.
And with the new upgraded dragons, the elemental shields, like that's on Negris.
What the exception to this rule is, in terms of bunching structures, are the electric prongs.
Yes.
They reinforce each other. And for the higher level structures, I have seen people put fire and ice cannons in a row. Like I've seen them put fire, ice, fire, ice. I've seen that on some islands.
The thing about that is fire and ice are not considered the same thing.
I think a better combination there would be a tower, a white tower or a red tower, depending on whether you want to just refortify them or take their rage. An ice cannon, a fire cannon, a flat cannon, okay, and what else?
I would say either an archer or a regular cannon.
Yeah, a regular cannon would work in there, but
archers actually hit harder than regular cannons.
Archers do hit harder than regular. The thing is, regular cannons can bust shields if they're high enough. Archers do not.
Do not.
Yeah. See, that's something to keep in mind. And guys, I was going to say, just as a final note, because I don't want this video to get too long, because we're going to make other parts, is storm towers and ice towers produce shields. And I was going to say another structure that you might want to put in there to give you partial shielding is a storm tower. Fire tower adds to firepower. Okay, it burns. And flak, they can both boost each other.
Right.
They can reinforce each other. So the storm towers and ice turrets are basically, well, yes, they're offensive, but their secondary structure is defensive. The fire towers and flak cannons are all offensive. And I was going to say, flak cannons are very short range. So once you start experimenting with a flak cannon, make sure that it's going to be for a short range attack. They're generally very good around turns. So when somebody turns from a long island on a short island, when the dragon is there, if it's a high level, flak cannon, it'll knock the shit out of him, especially if there's a cannon in the back to take out his shield. Boom. They're very short, very powerful. Guys, basically that's it. So we've had, a total of 10 rules here with 4 general ones. Keep it short, keep it strong, mix it up, and have it complement as in reinforce each other. Those are 4 rules you can remember if the others are too much. Guys, we gotta run. Hopefully this video was of some use to you. If you have any comments, questions, please, And if you like our vids, as I say, show love, do sub. It costs you not, and it does help us. Okay? Fly in peace and blow to pieces.